right, ladies and gentlemen, Don't Take Sports Talk with the Watch Brothers. Welcome to our podcast with me, Darren Watts. Say hello to Darrell Watts II. D-Dub, what's going on?
What's happening, everybody? Welcome to our podcast, Darren Watts. What's happening?
You got it. Another day, another podcast. Before we get started, let me just say this. If you hear extreme noises in the background, I sincerely apologize about that beforehand. Had some had a in-house emergency this morning. So I'm paying the mere consequence of it now. Rarely do you see me with a jacket on, but it's part of the mere consequence that I'm having to suffer because of it. But at least everything is all in well now. So, excuse me, you hear noises in the background. I'll do my best to eliminate them the best way I can, but just for your FYI. That being said, podcast time. We got the Quiz-mania question of the day, and then we'll have the Double Take Sports Court, and then we'll have the Quiz-mania answer to the Quiz-mania question of the day, and then the final thoughts. Darrell Watts, you ready?
Do it.
All right, let's start off with the Quiz-mania question of the day. Darrell, when you're good, ready, the floor is yours.
All right. Today's Quiz-mania question of the day, this is going to be more of an opinionated, more debatable type of Quiz-mania. So, I have found this on Facebook. I thought this needed to be shared. So, I'm going to go ahead and use this Quiz-mania question of the day. So, you ready for it?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Who would be the best player if they played in today's NBA? Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Hakeem Olajuwon, Shaquille O'Neal, or Wilt Chamberlain?
Oh, my.
Yeah, buddy.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, buddy. I thought this was a good one.
That's a good
I had
one.
to use this one.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I'm going to repeat the players again. Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Hakeem Olajuwon, Shaquille O'Neal, or Wilt Chamberlain?
I narrowed my answer down to two answers, but them two going to be tough alone.
I know. It's going to be crazy. It's
Yeah.
going to be crazy. I really haven't thought of an answer because all of these look good in my personal opinion.
Yeah, they all look
I'm going
good.
to narrow it down.
I got it narrowed down. I got it narrowed down.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't decide between the two.
Oh, this is going to be a fun one.
Yeah.
That's Quiz-mania question of the day, ladies and gentlemen. We will reveal what we think later on in the podcast. So in the meanwhile, we're going to go ahead and switch gears. We're going to move on to our Double Take Sports Talk, Double Take Sports Court. So, Darren, whenever you're getting ready, the floor is yours.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and start this bad boy off with the trends for the week of September 30th up until today, October the 4th of 2018. Let's go back and start with Sunday, September 30th, 2018. Here are all the honorable mentions. There are quite a few of them, but it's not a whole lot to talk about behind them. Honorable mentions, the Bills and Packers. You had the recaps of the games and how to watch the Buffalo Bills and the Green Bay Packers live. And that's what was trending for that. Also, the Texans and the Colts. Two things was trending. The report card and the play that doomed the Indianapolis Colts. We did talk about that on our NFL podcast that just dropped as of earlier this morning. So if you want to see that.
Actually, it was late last night.
Oh, was it?
It was late last night.
Okay.
I thought that interesting, but yeah, it was late last night.
I thought it was going to go to about 1, 2 o'clock this morning, but because it was halfway done. It was halfway done when I text you.
Yeah, it came out at about 11:30.
That's interesting. But we did talk about it. It's on our podcast of the NFL. Check it out if you want to see that, what we thought about it. Even in our preview, we actually kind of talked about it on our preview. Check that out on Instagram. It's on Instagram. You won't see it out on Twitter, but check it out on Instagram. You can see the full thing of our little mini debate on the Colts play that doomed them. Had neutral feelings about that. Baker Mayfield. Jim Brown admits that he was wrong about Baker Mayfield.
Everybody. Not just Jim Brown. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not saying it based off of the trend, but everybody was wrong. I believed personally that he was going to make a big impact, and I was already upset that they had already threw Tyrod Taylor over Baker Mayfield. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Not smart. You see what he did in Buffalo. Why would you do it?
Exactly.
Why would you do it?
Yeah.
You drafted Baker Mayfield for a reason. You drafted him for the main reason. Use him.
Use him. Plain and simple.
Quit using these rookies as backup. That's why they are drafted in the NFL. That's why they want a chance.
Well,
quit using them as backups. That's just me.
Yeah. I agree.
That's just me.
You use when you have a quarterback in need, use him. If you drafted him, use him. Look at Matt Ryan.
Exactly. Andrew Luck.
Look at Andrew Luck. Right after Peyton Manning left, here he comes. Well, after Kerry Collins and there's one other quarterback after him. Curtis Painter, and there's one more. Can't remember who the other one. Who?
I have to think carefully.
I'm trying not to think carefully at all.
You're talking about after Peyton Manning?
Yeah, after Peyton Manning, it was a couple more before Andrew Luck, and it was Kerry Collins, Curtis Painter, and there was one more after him. Who was it?
What's his name?
Oh, it was. Yep, him and of course you had between them with Chuck Pagano and all his three quarterbacks with Andrew Luck and Matt Hasselbeck and the third string quarterback, I can't remember his name. But out of those ones before Andrew Luck came or during the Andrew Luck era, Matt Hasselbeck. No, don't get me wrong, Jacoby Briskett's just as good. He has the ability to be able to go out and do something. He did do something last year.
Yeah, so. If they need to keep anybody, it'll be him.
Yep. All right, moving on. The NFL schedule of 2018, the NFL picks for Week 5. We also did that on our NFL podcast. Check that out. If you want to see it, it is available on YouTube. The link is also on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. The Saints and Giants catching the second half live. That was trending. Saints and Giants. Next, Eagles and the Titans. Game reactions and analysis from the Eagles and the Titans. Huh?
I'm so upset about that game.
What's wrong with it?
The Titans won.
Yeah. What's wrong with it, though?
I wanted the Eagles to win that game.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I want the Eagles to win. That's what I'm so upset about it. If the game went into overtime, 5 seconds left, they made a last-minute change adjustment and won the game. Better than the Colts, I'll put it like that.
Yeah.
At least they made the AFC South just that much better.
Yeah, they really did. Mm-hmm. All right, next, non-sports related. For college students out there, FAFSA on Sunday was open. Find out this year's new make on the financial aid.
I'll be finding out in November.
Huh?
I'll be finding out in November.
Yeah. I don't think I can find out in November. I would love to, but I don't think I can.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Next, the Los Angeles Lakers. 3 things you need to know for the Lakers and the Nuggets game.
They're garbage, they're overrated, and they're no good. There you go. Moving on.
Okay. To do the day football. They feared that their starting lineman, Alex Bars, lost for the season with a knee injury. Tyler Eifert, I'll be back. He is recovering. Yep, I'll be back. He's recovering from surgery, so he should be back anytime soon, I guess. Lions and Cowboys preview spreads and odds for this in particular game. The Chicago Bears overreacted to week 4 of the NFL. Is their offense real?
Who would they play?
I have no idea who they played week 4.
I don't remember who they played.
I'm looking because I don't remember. After everything that happened to me within the last 15 hours, I don't remember anything at all. They played, this is week 5 now. They played the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Next, the New England Patriots. They beat the Dolphins to bounce back from a 2-game skid. Non-sports related, the 13th Amendment. Kanye West went to change the 13th Amendment, but not scrape it. You're dating a Kardashian. I'm leaving it as that.
I don't understand how you become one of the best and then you just drop off the flat of face of the earth. I just don't know.
Tristan Thompson could have been one of the best, but he fell off the face of the earth too.
Semi-sort of.
Huh?
Semi-sort of.
I said he could have been.
Right. What I was saying is right now it's semi-sort of.
Ain't no semi-sorta. What's the semi-sorta in that?
The semi-sorta is that he's still playing. That's the semi-sorta to it. Had he not been playing, then yes, he felt the face of the
Okay, I'll say that. He's playing, but he ain't playing. He ain't playing.
Right. Semi-sorta.
Gotcha. Pittsburgh Steelers. Le'Veon Bell wants to play, wanting to return during the team's Week 7 bye, and will probably play after that. Good move or bad move?
Neither. That's a scrub move.
Yeah.
That's what scrubs do.
All right, Darrell. Scrubs.
Week after the team's Week 7 bye. Wow. He's already halfway over at that point.
Maybe he think he can make an impact.
No. 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 Why don't you try to at least make an early return to try to at least help make an impact? Why you got to wait till after Week 7? So you're basically returning Week 8.
Probably not even that.
By that time, you're halfway through the season.
Well, he may not even return. He may not even return Week 8. He might return Week 9 or 10.
See, that's even worse. That's even worse.
Yeah. Chicago Cubs. The Rockies and the Cubs meet for the NL wild card after losing the tiebreaker. The Cleveland Browns. NFL support decision to overturn the Browns' first down in the fourth quarter. Had they not turned that over, the Cleveland Browns would have won that game fair and square.
Agreed.
Thank you for telling me that. Monday, October 1st, 2018, honorable mentions the MLB playoffs. Leonard Forte, out indefinitely with a hamstring injury, he aggravated it. Breast cancer awareness, MLB playoffs. Who will win the World Series, Darrell? I'm going with the same thing that I said had a chance, the Colorado Rockies. I think they're going to win it.
It's looking that way, too.
They might win it all.
That way. Yeah,
they might win it that way.
And I'm also still looking at back-to-back. I'm still looking at Astros.
Who?
The Astros.
Right. Whatever. I'm sorry. I'm not seeing that. Rockies just going to go in there and just do a quick expedition with them and beat it. They ain't. Nah. Patrick Mahomes, worst game of the season was a sight to behold.
You just had to get past a very strict defense.
Let me remind you of something on how much I don't even like the Kansas City defense.
I was talking about the Denver Broncos.
Oh, I know. But just let me remind you of that. He has what I have with his team on a video game. I can't stand Kansas City Chiefs defense in that game. They have an overall rating in that game in my third season of a 95. The previous year was a 93. And then the year after that, I think was a 91 or a 90. And I only managed to beat them one time. No, I beat them twice out of the 3-4 times that I played them. They hard. I figured it out, but they hard. I figured them out. Cover 3. They know I like to throw short. I don't have good throw deep accuracy. That messes me up. But I managed to get past them. Tuesday, October 2nd, 2018, honorable mentions, non-sports related. Amazon jobs. The Better Business Bureau warns of Amazon job scams. This comes from WTHR.com. That is our local news here in the city of Indianapolis. And lastly but not least, the Chicago Cubs again. Theo Epstein's in the season press conference. And the Cubs bring back Joe Madden for 2019, but don't offer an extension. Is that a good move or a bad move?
Right now, I call it fair. I would actually wait, because at this point, I don't think he's thinking about an extension. Otherwise, he would need to hold out. I don't think he's thinking about it. So I think it's fair.
All right. Moving on to Wednesday, October 3rd, 2018, honorable mention, Thursday Night Football. 5 reasons to watch the Patriots and the Colts. You have also your picks and predictions for Thursday Night Football. Again, we have ours on our podcast. The links on YouTube. Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. The Los Angeles Lakers, LeBron James' arrival leads to huge boost in Lakers tickets demand. I know Darrell don't give two craps, so we're going to move right on along to C.J. Fuller. Remembering as more than a football player, this was a gentleman that got injured and died of his injuries.
When was this?
Last week, I think.
I didn't know he died.
I think so. If that's the same, if this is the, let me, hang on. You make it be cool. Yeah. Yep. Uh-huh.
What happened?
Well, let's just say that it's also on here on trends too, as to what happened.
I didn't know that.
We'll get to that just in a minute. We'll get to that just in 1 minute. Yankees and Red Sox preview for the playoffs. And then moving right on along to Thursday, October 4th, 2018, honorable mentions. The Big Bang Theory. That show was to end in May of 2019. That theory was in talks for a 2-year extension. They are running their final 12th year or their 12th season. Yeah, they're running their 12th season and their final season. Jim Parsons, who plays Sheldon, is ready to leave. That make you think of somebody?
Yeah.
Moving on, C.J. Fuller's death. He had chest pains before his death. So he went out there to play football, and he sustained an injury, and I want to say it was a head injury, and died at the hospital, I believe, if my facts are correct.
I did not know that.
Yeah. And lastly but not least, National Taco Day of 2018. That is today. See where you can find them. Check your local listings. That is Google Trends for the week of September 30th, 2018 through October 4th today of 2018. And now let's have the Quiz-mania question of the day again for the answer.
All right. So before we get to the actual answer and our thoughts, I'm going to repeat this question. Who would be the best player if they played in today's NBA? Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Hakeem Olajuwon, Shaquille O'Neal, or Will Chamberlain. So, then, whenever you get ready to reveal your thoughts, it's all yours.
I narrow mine down to two people. And nothing against anybody, but I had to narrow it down based off of personality. And even though this person should be the third person, I did not consider this person.
Okay.
Shaquille O'Neal and Larry Bird. Nothing against Michael Jordan, nothing against him. But I'm looking at personality. Larry Bird could do some things that Michael Jordan couldn't do. Shaquille O'Neal is big and dominant in the paint, and none of these guys can handle Shaq. So when Larry Bird goes on the basketball court and he gets to talk crazy, that's exactly what he does. Not only does he back it up, but he can hurt you with it. Jordan can too, but I don't think as great as Larry Bird can. You go into the three-point competition 3 straight years and win all 3 years. And in your final year, you ask everybody who's going second. You play a game, but 3/4 left-handed.
Saving that right hand for a best game. Yeah.
So you have to think about these things. You think about that. You think about Shaq. Shaq was just dominant in the paint. He's big. He could break your back. He could break the backboard. He could break the rim. Hell, he could step on you if he wanted to. That's a dangerous sight. So, after consideration, Larry Bird.
Wow.
Larry Bird.
Interesting.
Larry Bird.
That is interesting. Okay. Here's mine. I have 3 people in consideration. Nothing against some of them, like you said, nothing against these people.
Yeah.
But I have 3 people in mind. What I think about is fundamental. Hakeem Olajuwon, Will Chamberlain, and Magic Johnson. Will Chamberlain, he is your best paint protector in the game. Period. Bar none. Other than Bill Russell. Hakeem Olajuwon, he's got phenomenal footwork. He's athletic, and he can stretch the court on defense. You can't beat that either. That's why they got 2 championships under his belt. And then you got Magic Johnson. By far, one of the best point guards to ever play the game. It's not even about in the NBA anymore how you can trick your defenders. It's nothing about that now. It's all about greed, money, and rings. So, afterthought, I'm going to have to pick Bird's rival, Magic Johnson.
See, and the only reason why, Darrell, I would agree with you, but most of these players now are shooters. Magic Johnson could pass the ball all the way around.
And he can shoot, too.
Yeah.
He can shoot. He's already mid-range Deadeye.
Which hurt my feelings during the first 2 games.
Yeah. He got it. He's got it all.
He's got it all except hair and the waistline.
The waistline. Exactly. You really have to think about the way that Magic Johnson plays from back in the 80s.
It's a combination of Bird.
Yeah, and that's exactly. We're talking about, these are smart players. Bird, Jordan.
All of them on that list.
All of them. Smart players. These are old school players trying to play in today's game.
That's very
all
hard.
of them make these lists, but the reason why it could be that hard is because, give or take, in reality, they retired.
Yeah.
Will is dead. And these cats, I think, you put all these six people together, they could beat the Golden State Warriors.
Oh yeah. Because if Michael Jordan could go in there and beat the Charlotte Bobcats and come off the court with ice in his knees.
Yeah.
You can't ask for nothing else better. You can't ask for nothing else better.
No. These cats can team up and beat the Warriors.
Oh yeah.
Defend the champs. They can beat them. They can beat them. That tells you right here. This is
because Stephen Curry ain't a passer.
Nope.
He's a shooter. Klay Thompson's a shooter, and all you need is defense on them, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. And that's it.
That's all you need on.
That's all you need. Durant's a shooter.
Again, you just need defense on him.
Yeah, you just do defense on him. You can even use that as a let me not insult someone, but I'm going to anyway. You could use a mismatch on these guys against Kevin Durant. You really can.
I agree.
You really can.
I agree.
How tall is Bird? 6'11"? 6'9"?
6'9".
6'11"?
No, 6'9". He ain't that tall. Him and Magic Johnson, I think, are the same height.
Okay. So, yeah.
Got me curious, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this because you got two guards, one forward, and three centers. That can also play forwards, probably except Will. Oh yeah, they can easily. I think they can easily beat the other.
6'9".
That's not a question. Who Bird? 6'9"?
Yep, 6'9".
Okay, yeah. I think you could use Bird to actually get on Durant.
That's not a mismatch.
Durant 6'11", ain't he? Ain't Durant 6'11"?
Wow. I don't know.
If Durant 6'11", you could use Bird as a mismatch.
Six 6'9".
Wow. That'd be evenly matched. Okay.
Well, there's one advantage to Kevin Durant that Larry Bird don't have.
What's that?
A size 18 shoes. He could triple.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true too.
That's about it.
Much. Guys, that is Quiz-mania question of the day. Now we're going to shift gears to our final proportion of this podcast, which is final thoughts. Do you got anything for it?
Nope.
Neither do I. So, if you want to wrap this up, we can go ahead and get on out of here.
Let's do it.
All right. All right, that is another edition of Double Take Sports Talk. If you like what you see, just give this video a thumbs up. How you feel about today's show, you just comment on the comment section as usual. We're on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you have any questions for us in particular, just hit us up there. And, of course, if you'd like to, we'll share them on the air as usual. We're on iTunes. Also, give us a review. Leave us a rate also. Find ways to help us improve on our show. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. But until then, I'm Darrell. Here's on the opposite side.
Yep.
All right, catch up with us on another episode of Double Take Sports Talk. Until then,
ciao.
Ciao.
Double Take Sports Talk here with me, Darrell Watts. Now, there's an understatement that always goes, that has always been true from day one when sports decided to come out, is that it can be very unpredictable. And of course, that's always been the statement that's always been so true. And depending on how you look at it, it can be very unpredictable. But with Double Take Sports Talk, we just throw some entertainment in there. Even if we don't get predictions right or theories don't come out right, we always just throw a little entertainment into the mix. So why not just have a little fun with it? That's how predicting can be so fun if you make an entertainment out of it. But other than that, of course, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. But anyway, we're on social media around the globe here. We're on social media on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You can hit us up on our fan page at the Watch Brothers. You can hit us up on Twitter at DTST2414. And of course, you can hit us up on Instagram, Double Take Sports Talk. So, YouTube, subscribe. You can share. You can do all the good stuff. Do anything that you would like. We just trying to grow a podcast here, folks. We're also on the iTunes. You can download our episodes there. We're on the video, of course, and we're on the audio portion too. So either way that you can enjoy this podcast, you can do it audio, we do it on video. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the podcast. And until then, ciao.